So what are some common iOS pitfalls to avoid? I really wanted to add these in here just to really highlight some of the things that could happen, but we don't want them to happen. So let's talk about them. First off is using the wrong iOS number for transactions sold on a different platform. So as I mentioned, you could have multiple marketplace iOS numbers. You could have your own iOS number. And you're really going to want to make sure that each transaction sold on a specific marketplace or platform is using the correct iOS number for that platform. And the reason for this is as the goods get cleared through customs, the customs authorities are going to be logging each of those iOS number and the commercial value that you sold the goods for in their system. So when it comes to actually reporting the IOS declarations on a monthly basis to the tax authorities, they're going to reconcile each of these transactions and make sure that each of the local tax authorities and member states have gotten the correct VAT amount due. Now, if you are using the wrong IOS number on these imports, then the amounts are not going to reconcile up. So this could lead to a potential audit or tax authorities coming knocking, asking for more money. Next is paying late. So paying the VAT late on a monthly basis could could result in penalties being levied from 27 different member states. So now that this IOS number is it's just a singular VAT registration, all the tax authorities are able to query that one specific registration. So even if you've registered in one country, every member state is still allowed to query that. So make sure that you are paying on time because you don't want to have any penalties on your account. It's just money lost. The third thing is only using IOS numbers, or to make sure that you're only using IOS numbers on consignments less than €150 consignment value. And the reason for this is that the goods can be stopped at the border and then requested to pay the import VAT. So the consignments with a value above €150 have to go through normal customs procedures, meaning that VAT, import VAT, and duties are going to be applicable to these consignments. So the tax authorities and the customs authorities are going to stop the goods as the goods clear through customs and request the duties to be paid and the import VAT to be paid as the goods clear through customs. And again, it's either going to come back to you or the customers are going to be hit with this bill, and that's going to lead to a negative customer experience, especially if you weren't transparent with the customer that this was coming. So it's really important to make sure that it's only those consignments with a value of less than €150. And the final one is that if you are removed from the scheme, maybe you are continuously paying late or not filing your returns on time, you will need to register in each and every member state where you have EU customers if you're importing directly into them. So that is going to be a huge cost of compliance to your business, and therefore it could result in you not trading with the EU at all. So it's really important to make sure that you're remaining on time with your payments and filings so that the tax authorities continue to allow you to use the scheme. That's nothing to be afraid of. This doesn't happen regularly, and I just wanted to raise it just to make sure that everybody is filing on time with the tax authorities.